Number 10. Limbo. The primary character in Limbo is a nameless boy who awakens in the middle of a forest. The game symbolizes a gruesome journey of a boy to reach his sister. But it is not. There are many theories for the ending and what was all going on in the game. Number 9. Lone Wolf. In the game, you get to control the Lone Wolf, a hitman, and slowly uncover the mysteries behind assassinations and storyline. Number 8. Grim Fandango. Grim Fandango is set in the land of the dead, through which recently departed souls, represented as the Kalka-like figures, travel before they reach their final destination. The story follows the travel agent Manuel Manny Calvera as he attempts to save new arrival Mercedes Mech Colomar, a virtuous soul on her journey.
Told me to tell you not to leave early tonight. He wants to talk to you about something when he gets back from his trip.
Tell Don not to worry. I'm not going anywhere.
Number 7. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. The story is about a man clinging to life. His two sons, desperate to cure their ailing father, are left with but one option. They must set upon a journey to find and bring back the water of life, and in doing so, come to rely on one another to survive. Number 6. GTA Vice City. GTA Vice City takes place in 1986. The mobster Tony Vercetti is released from the prison after serving a 15-year sentence for murder. His boss, Sonny Forelli, seeking to establish the drug operation in the South, sends the Tommy to this Vice City following his release to oversee an important drug deal alongside crooked lawyer Ken Rosenberg. However, the deal is ambushed by unknown assailants, with the Tommy and the Ken barely escaping it. Number 5. Life is Strange. Life is Strange takes place in the fictional town of Oregon, where the senior student, Max, returns after a 5 year absence. Reunited with her former friend Cole, the pair will attempt to uncover the uncomfortable truth behind the mysterious disappearance of a fellow student, Rachel Umber. Soon they find themselves exposed to the darker side of the Arcadia Bay.
You don't know who the fuck I am!
What are you doing? Get that gun away from me, psycho! No!
Number 4. Max Payne. In this game, we play as the Max Payne, who is a fugitive DEA agent and a former NYPD detective, whose wife Michelle and the newborn daughter were killed in the connection with the Valire drug case. Max then goes undercover in the mob and eventually becomes a one-man army vigilant waging a personal war on crime.
This must be kept under wraps. If you try to go public with this, we will deny any knowledge.
Number 3. Lone Wolf. This game follows Fables, who came into the Fable town. The main and the playable character of the story is the Big B Wolf, who is the sheriff of the Fable town. During this time period, Crane is the deputy mayor. Snow White, who is Crane's secretary, is the game's protagonist and the Big B's ally and a close friend. The story follows Big B as he investigates a murder, allowing him to interact with many of the well-known fables from the series. Many decisions the player makes as the Big B have consequences. He already has a tenuous relation with Snow White, and the story fleshes that out. if he chooses to assist or not one person, it may also have an effect on how another person might react to him.
Should have walked out of here when you had the chance.
Number 2. GTA San Andreas. The story follows the former gangster Carl Johnson, CJ, who returns home after the death of his mother and is drawn back into the former gang and a life of the crime, while clashing with the corrupt authorities and evil criminal syndicates. 5 years ago, Carl Johnson escaped from the pressure of the life in the Los Santos, San Andreas, a city tearing itself apart with the gang trouble, drugs and the corruption, where the film stars and the millionaires do their best to avoid the dealers and the gangbangers. On his return to the neighborhood, a couple of corrupt cops frame him for homicide, after which Carl Johnson reunites with the Sweet Candle, Big Smoke and the Raider at the funeral, and learns that the most of the Grove Street families have lost most of their influence and territories to their main rivals, the Bellas. CJ agrees to stay in the Los Santos until the gang's problems are resolved and works closely with his brother and the friends to restore the family's strength. Number 1. The Walking Dead. In this game, you play as a history professor, Lee Everett, who is on his way to the prison, having been convicted for killing a state senator that had an affair with his wife. He is transported by a police officer. While driving for the prison, the police officer tries to engage Lee in conversation. By then, many police cars and a chopper has passed above them, and a man-like figure appears on the road and crashes the car. Afterwards, Lee survives from the zombies and finds a house where a young girl was surviving by herself from the apocalypse. He then takes care of that girl named Clementine. The game is more focused on the character development and has an amazing comical vibe.
Self through this?
Yeah, I want my parents to come home now.
I think that might be a little while. Stacy, just want to help.
You can't.
Think this through.
He's bitten! We gotta throw him out!
I'm gonna kill him, Cat! You wanna get violent, you old fuck? Well, come on!